god, big tidbits. You are listening to Tidbits. And what is this tidbit about?
Boys' locker room case and body shaming. So, how aware are we today? And by awareness, I don't only mean being aware about our safety during this pandemic. I mean being aware about ourselves. How do we define ourselves? Whether it is our looks, weight, body type, height, or even the tattoo made on our body. Does this ink really define the whole of you? You know, the recent boys' locker room case, knowing all about this illegal gang rape planning case, really breaks my belief that our generation is progressive. The boys in this group have body shamed many girls they follow on social media, even those who are underage. The language and pictures used on this account are just sickening.
I am Janika and I'm from Bangalore.
About the boys' locker room, I saw a lot of stories of my friends, and reading through the caps, I think it is really bad to body shame or even slut shame girls of any sort. They have, in fact, even slut shamed girls who were underage, like below 16, with saying things that इनके माल तो 18 वाली लड़कियों से भी ज्यादा है, बाहर निकलते हैं ड्रेसेस से. And I feel this is just bad because they are even sharing pictures, they are sharing nudes. I mean, a girl, after trusting you a lot, shares her nudes, and if this is what she receives in the end, I feel it's really inhuman. Grading the nudes they send, grading women on the basis of their bra size, and saying that that's how a woman should be graded in real life. That's all women are about their curves. I feel that's not just kind of blackmailing a person. It's not just about the boys' locker room people, but even in general, guys who make jokes on rapes, who slut shame, who body shame women, or even men. It is not cool, it is unethical, it is inhuman, and they really deserve some punishment.
I'm Akansha from Chennai.
This is actually a very shocking news, and these boys who are in their mere 20s, they are obviously from good reputed families, and they are obviously studying in good schools and colleges or universities. And it's really weird that if literate people do this, then what can we expect from illiterate ones? And also for the girls who have like public profile, and these girls who accept follow requests randomly, for them it is they must be questioning themselves that what if their pictures were talked about, or what if they were body shamed about it.
If you've been body shamed like this by any guy, tag them in the comments below. And you know what? It's expose time. So, not very long ago in my class, all the boys had a WhatsApp group where they would rate the girls of a class on a scale of 10 according to the way they looked, or basically their hotness. And a few of us actually were curious. We were somewhat waiting for this validation, to know what we were rated as. Did those numbers actually weigh our worth?
I'm a very lean kind of a person, and I'm actually underweight. Since I live in Chennai, that is why I'm really dark in complexion. People are always talking about how I look. I have no idea why they are interested in my life so much, but they always talk about how thin I look, and whatever I wear. If I wear a kurti, then they say that, okay, you look like a scarecrow, like cloth is hanging on you or something. And also, like, if I wear anything, even if I cannot wear, if I wear skinny jeans or something like that hugs my body, then they'll be like, okay, you completely look like some skeleton or haddi or something. And I don't know, this really affects me a lot.
Hi, this is Riya and I'm from Mumbai. I think for me, it has to be my thighs and my legs because they are a little bigger than the rest of my body. And I usually get recommendations and advices that I should do more leg exercises so that it gets toned with my other half of my body and all of that, which I feel is completely wrong. It can be thick as hell. You don't have to say anything.
Hi, I'm Ishika from Mumbai. it's not just weight, actually, even like, color and my facial, like nose, actually my nose is like very made fun of. Like a lot of people, like, call me all these names talking about how my nose is flat and it's not, good enough. And a lot of people define you by these things. Someone doesn't know you and they're like, oh, do you know that girl with that flat nose? Yeah, yeah. And this suddenly becomes a definition of you, and it's really sad that people still think like this, that looks matter so much and all of that. So I think, yeah, I would say my facial like structure maybe, or weight is always there. Weight is like not even like questioned about. It's gonna be there forever.
It can be a facial feature or body weight, that suddenly becomes the way to recall a person, right? I mean, it's the way people describe you. Even in a relationship, there are things like, look at her, she looks so weird. How did he even date her? Or she's too good for him. People do not realize that this too is body shaming. Relationship body shaming is even more spiteful. The least you expect is your partner to get you, right?
Actually, I don't think it's very direct, but I do feel like a little attacked sometimes. So actually my partner, like he's very into like gymming and like he's a sportsman, okay? So like he gyms a lot, like he works out 24/7 and like he's always in the gym and all of that. So, and I don't like, I'm not very used to that. So he like, he encourages me to do stuff like, oh, you should work on this, oh, you should, work out, I'll send you workouts and it'll be good for you and all. But like, I don't know why I have this like, inner like voice telling me that, oh, maybe he thinks I'm fat, or like maybe he's not happy with my body.
So I started dating my boyfriend when I was not tested with PCOD. So my body was quite perfect back then. But then, as in when I started diagnosing myself with that, because my hormones have started gaining weight a lot. And now that whenever he looks at me, I feel that he doesn't look at me the same way he used to. Every time when he comes up to me, he's like, God, you started gaining so much of weight. You look like a pig now. Sometimes while we're having sex, it does happen. Like, sometimes the girl wants to get over the guy. My boyfriend's like, if you get over me, I'll become a cheese spread.
What can we expect from others if our own boyfriends speak this way? If you girls have ever felt the same way with your boyfriend at any point, don't hesitate to share it in the comments. Hearing all this really makes me think, is body shaming ever going to stop?
Oh, I think no one would like to admit it, but they do. Suppose you're talking to your best friends, or even if you don't actually mean it in a bad way, but everyone says these things that, oh, she's looking a little fat in here. Or I think that Indian mindset's not going to go. Actually, in America, like people prefer thick people and all of that, and that is also in a way body shaming. So I think everywhere this is not going to stop anytime soon.
I always get this thing from this advice from people that कुछ तो खा लो, खाती क्यों नहीं हो, तुम खाती हो तो जाता कहाँ है? So this is something which I think every thin Indian girl has to hear in her family. So I am body shamed, and especially when like we go to family functions or something, and if by chance you have to wear something ethnic, then they'll obviously telling you about how you should gain weight. And they'll give you advices on what to eat, what not to eat. Yes, I have been body shamed by my family a lot. So whenever I go to wedding or any sort of function, and like, all of it, there's like a big family gathering, then all of my aunts, they come up to me and they're like, you really need to, go to this gym, try yoga, try this, try that, or else you're not going to get a nice groom for yourself.
So it all just boils down to finding a groom, right? I mean, we still think that's the only purpose of life.
I do understand that once you don't go through it, you do not realize it. But criticizing someone or fat shaming or any sort of body shaming anyone is really not cool, because once you go through it, you'll understand it's not funny. It's telling, some healthy person that you're just cute as a panda, or, just going up and saying, have I lost my weight? Have I gained my weight? Or, coming up and saying, you should go to this gym, you should do this, you should do that, maybe this will help. It's just elevating their pain and their depression. You're not helping them in any sort.
Social media even brings some relief, when women don't give a fuck about what people have to say and flaunt their insecurities, right?
Yes, definitely. I mean, that is the most important thing right now. We also see that, if girls also are on a heavier side, expose a lot or, show their skin, they are scrutinized a bit because they are said to lose weight, or even on comments or hate or all of that. But I feel nowadays girls are actually just being themselves, and it's not even about showing. It's just like they can just carry off any kind of clothes, whatever they feel like, and they're just rocking it. I mean, these plus size models and other girls as well. Like, even I look forward to just being myself and not restricting my clothing or the way I am because of what others will feel.
How you deal with such things mentally is crucial. You need to have a happy mind and keep the hate off you. And how does one ensure that?
Just by not giving a fuck. I mean, just not giving a single fuck, because as they say, logo ka kaam hai kehna, kuch to log kahenge, logo ka kaam hai kehna. Everyone will have an opinion, everyone will have something to say. I feel that whatever they want to say and whatever they feel like saying, sure, keep it to yourself. I really don't need any advice, because at the end, the only kind of advice that I need is myself.
Earlier, yes, I did go through a lot of depression initially when I was just, gaining weight in a large scale. But now that I think over it, I think I've come a long way. And I am perfectly fine with my body. I am glad however I am. I do not feel embarrassed of my curves at all. I feel this is how God has taught me to be. This is how I want myself to be. And there is nothing wrong in being curvy at all. Everything affects me and bothers me a lot. Even after trying so much, I really want to be like, oh, I don't give a flying fuck about it or something. But at the end of the day, it does bother me. I'll behave at that time like it's not bothering me, but then it will bother me somewhere. And I'll think about it. I'll keep thinking about it for many days altogether. And I make plans on how to have a better body type or something so that people cannot criticize me. And I try doing stuff which will define me instead of just my body, because my body does not define me. Like, what are my talents and what's my personality type? That is also what should matter for people.
During this pandemic situation, introspecting is what everyone has time for. Is this helping us form a better body image?
So now that everyone's quarantined and everyone is super enthusiastic about these workouts and doing yoga and being healthy and fit and all of that. So obviously now it's made me more conscious, in fact, and everyone is, is just eating at home and it's not helping. So I think I want to reduce weight and stuff, because everyone is being so active and all of that. All over social media, you see people working out and all. So it's more inspiring actually. So it's a good time to work on yourself and all of that.
I think now that everyone are, sitting around lazy and gaining weight, I feel with my body, I'm trying to do a lot of workout. I'm trying to make myself healthy. This is what my whole journey has taught me, how to work out, how to keep yourself healthy. Because at the end, it's not your weight, but the way you kept yourself all this while, the glow on your face. All of that is what really matters. And this quarantine has just taught me enough that, you have a lot of time right now with yourself. Take care of your body, love yourself, because no one is going to do that for you.
If you're fine to share it with us, then do let us know about your instances of having been body shamed. Just comment below.
It's time I find another hot topic to make you uncomfortable with. Catch the Tidbits podcast on Hauterfly every Wednesday.